What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another Beta Memoirs. And today, well, we finally got that relief bounce, something I've been talking about over the past couple days in value and in banks. Last week, with Mr. Powell coming on the horn, tech absolutely destroyed the rest of the market, big tech anyway. But value and banks really took a beating for the past couple of days. I was expecting that relief bounce on Friday. We didn't really get much of a bounce on Friday, but today we really saw it. SPY jumped right back up. Also, the Fed came out today as well. I believe it was Fed Williams came out today, and he was talking about inflation again, essentially just reiterating what Powell talked about. So there was a bit more of a pullback again at the end of the day. But a lot of big tech, some of it sold off, some of it kind of held. To be honest, going on a lot of the charts tonight, I know they were looking at a lot of charts look pretty rough. Like I talked in the weekly update, I think this week is going to be more of kind of like a correction, no crash, nothing crazy, no kind of crazy correction in my opinion. It's just more trying to get footing, trying to get set up. I think institutions are trying to set up going into earnings. And so you'll see some selling. But being said, tomorrow we do have Powell giving his essentially footnotes to Congress tomorrow. That is something that is coming out and something to be mindful of as it could turn the market. So his annual testimony before Congress is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, later on this week, we do have the bank stress test on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Division Time. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you are planning on holding anything on Thursday evening, be mindful that stress test you could wake up, gap up or down from that stress test on Thursday. Tomorrow, to be honest, I think we're going to pump and then stay pretty flat tomorrow. And then possibly, we might have some good movement in the morning, to be honest. We have been having some good movement, even with Powell coming on the horn. I think there will be some good movement probably until about 10:30, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And from that point, I think we start to sell off going into Powell, just whatever he essentially states to Congress, which he does this every single time, just repeats what he says, and it goes from there. So again, he's playing this very well. I believe Powell is, as far as dealing with inflation and trying to allow everybody to catch up at this point so that we can gracefully come out of this, as opposed to turning the environment in which we're in from cold to hot really fast and destroying the machine, like something I've talked about before. But being said, the market in general, again, bounce back tomorrow. I think once after Powell does his little song and dance, I think we'll have some more movement then. Even the stress test, I'm not really worried about the stress test. Like I said, my major concern was last week. Again, just another wave of Powell tomorrow, but don't expect anything different, although the market may react differently. You do have a lot of Fed members that are coming out saying random stuff that is randomly tanking the market, aka last Friday before pre-market, just going against what Powell said and then turning around and tech just rocketing. So again, tomorrow, index really doesn't matter unless you're really playing value. Again, there's a lot of stuff that looks really rough. I don't know if that's a relief bounce and we continue down. I wouldn't be surprised people trying to get better footing into earnings. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we do make another leg down this week. So that's something I'm kind of looking forward to. I'm not 100% betting on that, but I just would not be surprised if we do sell off. QQQ, on the other hand, it's been strong, right, since Powell's come out and talked about inflation. I expect to kind of chop around, to be honest. I don't really expect much out of tech this week. You're going to have your individual runners. I think, like we've kind of seen, you had some monster movers, like your Amazons and shops, and then it kind of rotated into Apple. Apple had a big day today. Tesla's kind of just flat, just pumped a little bit, but kind of stayed solid. I actually tagged out on Tesla today. I kept a tight stop on it. So I didn't have that, but I actually picked up DM today as for shares going into the following weeks. I like the consolidation on that one. But QQQ, again, I think it's a lot of sideways action this week. Not expecting much, not really expecting much out of the market this week. Again, you're going to have your individual runners, which I'm kind of looking for. Everything on the daily looks pretty rough. Not going to lie, like I said. My watch list for tomorrow is Tesla, Chipotle, AutoZone, and MRNA. Those are my big hitters for tomorrow. And as always, Tesla, I continue to chop. I do like it still on the daily. This wick tagged me out. I had it pretty tight. I had it at 618 a day. I didn't want it below this candle, essentially, because I feel that if it does break below that, it did pump back up to a higher today. But I think it will come one last leg down here back to that 595 mark, around 602 mark. I think is a possibility, very much a possibility, especially given this week. I think that will just be the small correction, and then it will continue on for earnings from that point. So I'm trying to look to re-enter Tesla shares, and also some call options going into earnings. I would really like to see. CMG is the other one I have. Now, CMG is one I've been watching. It finally broke above this. What I'm looking for tomorrow is actually a retest. If we can get a retest down to that 1405 mark, if we can retest this somewhere around there, 1407 mark. I want to get in this for earnings. I think Chipotle looks good on the daily. Finally cleared some stuff. It's been consolidating for a while. I've been debating on getting in this a couple of different times and haven't. But now that it's cleared everything, I'm waiting for that retest here on the daily. As you can see, the EMAs are pointing up. So I'm expecting this to pull back again to possibly that 1400 mark would be nice. Get in, and then you have the earnings coming on the 20th of next month, so about a month out. So a good pullback to retest these EMAs, I think, would be perfect for Chipotle. So that's what I'm looking for that. AZO. AZO is one. I haven't played this much, but I do like the movement it has in it. It did break below everything, but it's starting to creep back up. I'm kind of looking for some value stocks here that I think are going to really kind of bounce and break out going into earnings. It had a killer earnings not long ago. So being said, if we do get a break above this tomorrow, kind of want to hold above that 14, 15, 44 mark. If we can get a candle above that tomorrow, I'd really like to get into that and try to capture this move at least back to all-time highs. I think is an easy possibility, another 8% there. So I'm looking for that. And again, the earnings was just ridiculous for AutoZone. MRNA is the other one I have. Now, MRNA is something I pointed out last week. I did really like it on the daily in this pickup here. Today, I actually exploded. I did miss this because I wasn't in the markets today. I was kind of light in the market today. I had other personal stuff going on. So nonetheless, I missed a lot of these moves. MRNA was a great move today, actually. Out of the gates, popped quite a bit out of the gate today. I got a 4.5% move today. So I'm actually watching this tomorrow, trying to watch that 206 mark tomorrow. See if it comes back and retest them on the Bollinger Band is ultimately what I'd like. And then look for another run up, I think would be nice to MRNA. I'm kind of looking at the opposite stocks from big tech right now because I think tech is kind of going to go sideways this week a little bit. Being said, moving on from that point. Some other bonus ones I'm watching are obviously Apple, continuation, see if it continues to carry strength. Your Amazon really died out today, but I want to see if this does bounce back. If it does bounce back, any kind of momentum back in Amazon would be good to see. Shop has just been a beast. Did have a nice push today. I was going to take this, but again, it's kind of starting to look like it wants to turn over. But now definitely overnight session will definitely determine Shop if I could get it back down. At 1200 mark would be awesome, but we'll see how that goes. So, but nonetheless, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. Manage risk, and let's go get it, guys. Until next time.